Hello, this is Mopperty. You mainly know me from gameplay videos if you know me at all. However, you've probably heard me mention in several videos that I do enjoy playing Dungeons and Dragons. And this is a product I wanted to try and bring to a little bit of wider attention, even if it just helps one or two people find it, because I think the product itself is fantastic. This isn't paid for or endorsed in any way. The book in question is called Table Fables, and it doesn't just apply to Dungeons and Dragons, it's kind of system agnostic, so it could go with any fantasy setting that you choose to roleplay in, be it Pathfinder, etc. Now, what it is basically, as the title says, a collection of tables for the weary game master. Now, don't take that to be disparaging or anything like that. Any DM will know you can get so far into a session the players may have gone way off beat and they want to know what's in the goblin's pocket. I've killed a goblin, what's in its pocket? Well, this is the kind of thing that Madeline Hale, the author of the book, was wanting to sort of address here. So if we just open it up and take a quick flip through, you can see there are literally pages upon pages of different things. So you've got things like peculiar knickknacks and flavour items. So it tells you at the top what's a roll. In this case it's a D100. We'll pick a number off the top of my head. We'll go for 28. So looking down, 28. A hunting horn that produces a sound very similar to a woman's scream. So mechanically there's nothing there, but narratively that gives you something to play with, some ideas. Why would someone have that? What would that sort of hunting horn be used for? Sorry, I don't think you can really see much of the focus there, unfortunately, of the text. I don't want to give too much away anyway, but you have things like mundane treasure and armour. That's in the items section. Really, we should have started at the start. You've got here a list of different quirks. This is good, apart from the very first time I tried this, I managed to roll 100 and it's the player's unable to speak the common tongue. That wasn't really suitable for what we were going for at the time, to have a very small group and a single party member not be able to communicate. Now, with a more advanced group, there could be role-playing opportunities there. At the time, that one wasn't suitable, so we just chose something else from the list instead. You've got a fantastic list of names there, 100 for male and female, and to be honest, some of them could apply to either, really. Who's to say? Let's see, look here, Lorke could be a girl or a boy, really, in my opinion. Has things like giving extra description, so you can have unconventional hair colour, clothing tendencies, different scars across the body. Really, there's just tables for all sorts of things that you could imagine. Like I say, not a lot of it is mechanical, it's more flavourful. Potions that give different effects, which you'll just have to interpret into your own system as best you can, really. Even things like a menu for dinner, like what's in the tavern. Every single time the players ask me what's in the tavern, it's brown stew with stale bread. You're at a roadside tavern, unless they go to a fine soiree, and then we might delve into something more. It's got things with weather. Generally, a trick I use for determining the weather is looking out the window and describing what random weather's actually occurring. Living in the United Kingdom, it's pretty easy to come up with some random weather off the top of your head. There's a quest table here. Has 100 quests. Some are better than others, but some of them just a sentence or two to put a seed in your mind, to build a story around. For instance, here 27. The king's son has been kidnapped by an ancient vampire cult. The king has heard of the party's exploits and hires them to attend him on his quest to reclaim the child. Now, even in that sentence there, something I wouldn't have necessarily thought of, it's actually saying that the king's going with them on the quest. So that brings up interesting ideas. Normally, I would have just had the king send the players off, but what if they've got to be with the king and keep him safe during the whole encounter? There's hostile encounters, different types of festivals, events in the sea, events in the wilderness, random magical effects. Some of them are pretty funny. So yeah, it could be argued that you could go online, you could find all this kind of stuff, and you could print out all these tables. But just having this small little book there, ready to hand, just to flip open at a moment's notice, absolutely fantastic. I give it 5 stars out of 5 stars. I want more. I would love it if they came out with volumes 2, 3, 4, however many Madeline would want to do. On the back there, if I give you the ISBN number, the book's called Table Fables. ISBN is 9781 5426 78599. And that's just a quick review of the book. I didn't even know it existed. It was gifted to me very kindly by someone who didn't even really know anything about D&D, but she'd heard me complaining about having to come up with ideas and saw this on Amazon. So probably the best surprise gift I've ever had in my life, and so I just wanted to bring more attention to it, if at all possible. So my name's been Mopperty, and that's been a review of Table Fables, a collection of tables for the weary game master. Thanks for your time.